Thank you so much for joining us today for the Go Green, Save Green, Cut Cost, and Grow Your Business. And so we're really excited to have some green team experts with Local First Arizona. We have Tina Funamenobong. If I'm mistaken, that I apologize on how to pronounce that. And also Nick Shova from the green team. And so they're here to support and share some information with us about going green and how that can help your business. I'll introduce Tina first. Tina is the Sustainability Program Manager at Local First Arizona. She helps small businesses adopt greener practices through the Green Business Bootcamp and certification programs. She holds a master's in sustainability leadership from Arizona State University and brings cross-sector experience spanning government, academia, corporations, and venture capital. Originally from Alaska, Tina's passion for sustainability is rooted in a deep connection to a community and the natural environment. So, welcome. Thank you so much, Tina. And I will hand it over to you and Nick.
Thanks for the warm welcome, Vanessa. My colleague Nick here is going to share about himself too.
Yeah, just a little bit about me. I'm Nick Shifka. I'm the Senior Manager of Sustainability Initiatives here at Local First Arizona. I have been at Local First Arizona for over 5 years. I used to own my own coffee business, and I've been working in sustainability for the past 10 years. And so having the privilege to work alongside business owners on creating solutions that save money while saving the planet is like the greatest thrill I could ever ask for. And thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for sharing, Nick. So we are going to share our presentation now. Just a second. Can you see our slideshow now? Great.
Yep.
So our workshop is Go Green, Save Green. And this is our team. Again, I'm Tina, the Sustainability Program Manager, Nick, the Senior Manager of Sustainability Initiatives, as well as the rest of our team. We have boot camps operating out of Verde Valley, Flagstaff, Tucson. We also work with policy as well as their waste initiatives.
So the reason that we focus on small business, not only on the sustainability team, but at Local First Arizona, is because most businesses in the whole state have fewer than 20 employees. But yet all of these businesses employ 40% of the workforce. So that's why it's so important for us to address small businesses. I mean, we work with businesses all the way up to like 500 or more employees also. But just knowing that there are so many businesses out there that are the backbone of this economy means that it's really imperative that we get to educate all of these businesses across the state about protecting our natural resources. And really importantly too is, part of the sustainability education is introducing business owners to their place and to the natural resources that we have, because we know that people who love their place are more likely to give charitably. They're more likely to vote and participate in elections. They're more likely to volunteer their time and to pay their taxes. And just so you know how important it is for us to support small businesses, voting with your dollar matters. If you were to invest $10 million into an independent retailer, they would be able to create 110 jobs. A chain retailer like Home Depot, whatever, any chain, pick a chain retailer. They're not as effective as at creating jobs. They create less than half the number of jobs for that same $10 million. And investing that same $10 million in Amazon, you're only going to create 14 jobs. So where you spend your money matters.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about Go Green, Save Green, Cut Costs, and Grow Your Business. Step one, go green. So what is going green? So here at Local First Arizona, we run the Green Business Boot Camp, and this is an eight week boot camp where we have sustainability experts come in and topics like energy, water, waste, transportation, emissions, local sourcing, and we work with businesses in our cohort to try to reduce their costs and operations by 20%. And in doing this, we're trying to build business resilience to future shocks, especially those from supply chain and climate related impacts like you're seeing now. And in this program, you have exclusive access to our Green Loan Fund to fund your projects. And we come up with a sustainability plan with you as well so that you have long-term benefits for your employees, surrounding community, and environment. We also run a green business certification program. And so if you are further along in your business or if you don't have time for the boot camp, you can get green business certified. And the certification program is a consulting and recognition program that delivers strategies to positively impact your bottom line, protect your environment, and give your business the recognition it deserves. So, how can you get certified? You sign up, you have an initial consult with our team, and we come out to visit. And depending on the kind of business you have, we can also connect you to experts to get energy and water audits. You have like a long comprehensive checklist to go over. We review your checklist and you become a green business certified. So, what is the benefit of participating in our certification program? Well, you get recognition from us. We'll do a press release, help you with marketing. Obviously, you can save money for conservation projects. You're going to grow your loyalty base or your customer base. And other benefits of this is that you can be on the Green Business Tracker. So on this app, business customers can look for businesses that are going green, and you will be featured here. You can also be featured in the Local First Arizona Green Business Directory. Step 2, Save Green. And so a little bit, I guess, going off of the boot camp, here is how you can save green. You can reduce your energy, water, waste costs, and by that you save money. You can future-proof your business and also help your employees, surrounding communities, and environment. 3 steps to be more sustainable. First, ask yourself, what do you want to change? And you can't change something if you don't measure it. So that's the next step. Measure, audit, and determine your ROI. And we can help you with this step. You can connect with us, or we can send you to some of our experts. And then implement and finance your project. And Nick here is going to talk about some of the projects that we've helped on.
Yes. So just in summary, the Green Business Bootcamp is for businesses that want to put a project together for their business. And the Green Business Certification is a program for businesses to get recognized for already being sustainable. Now we're going to look at some bootcamp projects, starting with Social Spin. Social Spin, they're a laundromat. They provide health and human services to unsheltered people. They provide services to the community, like vaccinations. They provide heat relief during the summertime. But they are a laundry business. And they had a 2009 Kia Sedona van that was costing them an annual $25,000 in fuel costs, in maintenance, in downtime. So part of their project and part of their thinking was what is our biggest pain point as a business? Where are most of our expenses coming from? That's where we like to be able to help businesses through the Green Business Bootcamp. And Social Spin determined that their highest expense was from transportation. So we helped them look at a hybrid minivan and determined that if they were able to switch over to a new hybrid minivan, they would be saving an annual $14,000 a year just on transportation alone. and it would cut their emissions. So all of the carbon dioxide that's going out from the tailpipe into the air, they're cutting that in half. So not only are they saving money, but they're also saving the environment with their choice. So some of you might be asking this question right now. That's great, Nick, but how do you get the money to be able to do a project? Projects cost money. Sustainability costs money. Luckily, at Local First Arizona, if you work with the sustainability team, you get access to the Green Loan Fund. And this is a low interest character-based loan that you can qualify for with a qualifying project. So the loans are up $25,000. They're 3% interest rate, which is really hard to find right now. And the loan term is up for 3 years. So if we think about this project with the minivan and think about the math involved, Social Spin, by switching over to this hybrid minivan, they're saving almost $1,200 a month in operating expenses. What they're saving is more than what they would be paying for that green loan. So that green loan payment per month is only $715 a month. So that means Social Spin is saving $1,415 a month and getting a brand new van that is less polluting to the environment. These are the kind of win-win-win project situations that we want to help business owners find. It's going to be different for every business. It really depends on your pain points. It depends on your operations. But this is the kind of outcome that we want to help businesses find when they go through the Green Business Bootcamp. Now we're going to take a look at some of the other incentives and some other project examples that have come out of this, just so you all can get a good idea of what kind of projects we could possibly help your business with. So we talked a little bit about green loans. There's also rebates through your local utility, whether it's your water utility or energy, maybe you have SRP. There's different kinds of grants out there to help fund and finance your projects, and also good project design. That's what we're here for at Local First Arizona, to help you design a project that's going to help you save money. Let's take another example. This is Early Bird Vegan, and they were hand washing all of their dishes. They were also using single-use but compostable cutlery and plates. And what we determined is that after COVID, there were a lot of restaurants that were still using single-use plateware. And what we helped Early Bird Vegan to do is consider, what would you be saving if you could get reusable plates back into your restaurant? And the first answer that came up was time. And the second answer that came up was money, two very important resources. But Early Bird Vegan did not have a dishwasher. And so they were spending a lot of time dishwashing. So with this project, we recommended that they get a commercial dishwasher to start saving on those labor hours. And so they calculated that they would save about 40 labor hours a month just on dishwashing, which can cut drastically down on payroll. But they also found, after getting reusable plates back into their restaurant, they're saving $300 a month from purchasing all of this single-use servingware. So they're saving both time and money by purchasing this dishwasher, which they also used a green loan to purchase. Another cool outcome of this project was that they were able to double their storage space. They no longer had to store all of these single-use plates, cups, silverware, etc. And for some businesses, space is at a premium. And if you're able to get some of that storage space back to use for other more important things in your business, that's really important. Duck and Decanter in Phoenix. This is a lunch place This is a restaurant type business that has a lot of energy and water use. And after going through the Green Business Bootcamp, determined that their water bill was a huge pain point for them. They knew they were using a lot of water. They had a large water bill. And after an audit, meaning a company coming in and checking all of their toilets, all of their sinks to see, how much water are they using, they determined that they could retrofit all of their toilet sinks, pre-rinse spray valves, and cleaning nozzles from the restaurant for $1,100, and they're saving $3,000 a year on water. They're saving over 100,000 gallons of water a year. So you can just imagine not only the cost savings, but the water savings that this business is participating in when water is one of our most precious resources in Arizona. As a consumer, you want to spend your money at places that you know are helping to protect the environment or helping to steward our natural resources. So this was another win-win-win, because not only are they saving money, but they're saving water, and they're seen as a green leader in the community. We'll do one more example. This is Empower Coffee Roasters, and they had no insulation on their roof. And we know in Arizona, the sun is brutal. And so the entire 2,400 square foot suite, they needed insulation in their roof. They wanted to reduce the strain of their air conditioning unit. They wanted to be able to maintain a nice, cool, comfortable temperature inside for their guests. So they insulated the whole roof. They're saving $1,200 a year on their energy bill because their air conditioner doesn't have to work as hard. What's really exciting is Empower Coffee Roasters was able to get a $1,500 grant to help pay for the project. And what's more, their energy utility, SRP, gave them $400 back for their project as a rebate because they're helping them reduce the strain of their energy from the grid. So importantly, in this example, it shows that there is money out there available for business owners to help cut down on the cost of the project to be able to increase your ROI or return on investment. And something that we're really good at Local First Arizona is trying to help you find those little pockets of money that are available out there to help pay for your projects. And then green business certification examples. So there are over 100 businesses that have been certified through our green business certification program. And one of them is Drink Me Tea Room. They have a whole sustainability policy posted on their website. And this has also become their company policy. So they compost 100% of all of their food scraps and it goes to a local farm. They do recycling. They're a very lean kitchen. They've learned how to minimize waste from the start. They use only organic and vegan ingredients and try to source as locally as possible. They have done a lot of energy reduction strategies, like switching out their lights for LEDs, doing weather stripping on the doors, finding ways to save energy. And they partner with a lot of local businesses. They keep money circulating in the local economy. And so for all of these things, they've been recognized as a green leader in their community. They're certified Arizona Green Business since 2022 and still going strong. And as a result of them being certified, they've been recognized and have received grants from other organizations, like the Sustainable Earth Small Business Awards. And we're also awarded a Sustainability and Resilience Award by the city of Tempe. So certification is not only a great way for you to develop practices, but get recognized for them as a green business. And that's all we have today. We want to thank you very much for tuning in. You can always reach out to the sustainability team by emailing Tina at localfirstaz.com or me, Nick, at localfirstaz.com, and we would love to help you go green and save green.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nick and Tina, for really taking the time and sharing with us the importance of, how businesses can incorporate going green. I think it's such valuable information, especially right now with everything that's going on with the environment and some of the changes that are happening, but also the high cost that small businesses are having to incur just in general with products, supplies. And so anything that can help them cut costs within their business, such as water or even electricity or anything, or gas, for example, it's going to have overall benefit that revenue for that business to be able to stay in business year after year after year. And I think sometimes the word sustainability or going green, they assume it's complicated or expensive, right? And it's like, oh, it's out of reach. That's something that I don't even know where to start. But today it just really showed that even small changes can really create a really meaningful impact in the environment, but also long term for the success of the business. So I want to thank you for sharing this information. And with Local First Arizona, this workshop will be in the local learning lab so that small businesses can learn and take advantage of it as often as they want. So thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us, Vanessa.